Okay, so we joined a 5-match standard league. We're going to take a look and see how our Sultai Reanimator deck does. So I lost the roll, so I'll probably be on the draw here. So what do we have here? We have enough lands and we have a Crypt Breaker. So I think we're going to keep this because we can ditch our Void Winnower to our Crypt Breaker right away. And we still have Murder for some early game removal. So I think we want to, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep this, and we'll see what our opponent does here. So they kept as well. We're going to keep, and we'll see what our opponent's on. So I think we're going to lead with Evolving, so we can get a Swamp. Actually, no, we're going to start Blooming Marsh, so we can play our Crypt Breaker. So this Red-White Humans, Red-White Vehicles, probably something like that. Okay, so Blooming Marsh for Crypt Breaker. And we'll pass the turn back. So I imagine he's going to swing here because we're not going to block at all. Okay. So red, white, black. I imagine this is probably some kind of aggro deck. Yep, Motorist. It's a good card. Some removal would be nice. So scry 2, and then whenever it accrues, the vehicle gets 1/1 until end of turn. Okay. Well, I guess we can make a zombie next turn if we go Aether Hub, which is what we're going to do because we want to block this. Okay. So we can, yeah, we're going to go Aether Hub. Discard our Void Winnower, make a zombie. And then we're going to pass the turn back. I think next turn we're going to Blooming Marsh, and then Crypt Breaker, and then potentially make another zombie, or Blooming Marsh, or something. The haste vehicles might be a problem here. Because of the Motorist, we'll have to see. So what does our opponent have this turn? Okay, Caravan. So no haste, thankfully. And if he attacks with anything, which I didn't think he would. So we're going to Blooming Marsh. And then I think we just want to hold up Murder for his vehicle when he crews it. So that's what we're going to do. So he's probably going to crew. We're going to murder it. I think we're going to wait for combat, though. I don't think he's going to attack with anything else. But maybe he will. So what has he got this turn? Disintegration. Okay. Which we can do there. It's a powerful card. So we have 5 mana, 2 in our hand. So if we draw a reanimation spell, Void Winnower can be really powerful. Or next turn we can discard Demon of Dark Schemes, reanimate that, and kill his whole board as well as ours. But, okay, so he's not. I think we just want to kill his Motorist then, end of turn. So that he can't crew next turn. With his 2. Then we have Smuggler's Copter. So I think we're gonna Evolving Wilds. So we can get our Delirium Path going. And I think we just want a swamp, or maybe a forest. No, we're gonna get a swamp, because we have our island coming up. We're gonna Crypt Breaker. And then we're gonna pass the turn. So reanimation spell next turn, well, we'd still have Sunken Hollow tapped, but good for us. I'm surprised he didn't crew an attack last turn. I guess, you know, he would have lost his vehicle, but it would have made sense because he would have eaten our zombie at least. Okay, another motorist. So he can crew this turn. We'll have to chump block. I think we're gonna chump with our zombie. Yeah, that's okay. We're just gonna chump with our zombie. Attack. Chump block. Another crit breaker. So we're gonna play this out. We're gonna make a zombie. At least we have our chump blockers going, and then we'll play another crit breaker. And then he'll probably attack again, we'll chump block. And we'll see where it goes from there. So a reanimation spell is what we really need. I think at this point we would get back the demon, not the winnower. Even though winnower is pretty powerful. Okay, crew again, that's fine. And a copter, okay. And 2 copters, okay. So reanimation spell. Let's not a reanimation spell. So what can we do? So he's gonna attack with the 2 copters that are crewed next turn. We can 2 the slaughter this turn so that he can only crew 2 vehicles instead of all 3. So I think that's what we're gonna want to do. We're not going to attack. We're going to 2 the slaughter him now. So I assume he's going to crew both copters because they can get in and we're not going to can't chump block them. So we'll be taking 7 damage and he'll be looking at 2 cards and discarding 2 cards. Man, Smuggler's Copter is a good card. So a draw spell would be good for us. Reanimation spell would be great for us. We'll have to see what happens. So what has he got? Okay, Thalia. It's not the end of the world. That means he can crew all 3 now. Yep. So we're gonna chump this and take 7. So you discarded another Smugglers. So he's looking at a few cards here, which is bad for us. We really need a reanimation spell. Okay, we're gonna chump there, take 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Well, we can play our demon, which is exactly what we're going to do. And we wipe his board, which is awesome. Comes into play tapped. But we get 4 energy, and what that means is with 4 energy, we can pay 3 and get back our Void Winnower, which is extremely powerful. So that worked out great for us. We're a little low on life, but we'll see if he has anything to play. I mean, he can still hit us for 5 if he can get something out, like a Veteran Motorist to crew that, or another Thalia, something like that. Or he can hit us for 1, or 2, or rather 3 or 6 if he has. Okay, so I guess he can make a token and crew a copter, which is fine by me. But that means next turn or he can hold back and defend against my demon from killing his Gideon. We'll have to see what happens. Have to see what happens here, if he wants to go aggro or not. Okay, he is going to. So he's going to get to look at a card, and we're going to take 3, so we're going to go down to 6. Oof, that's rough. Actually, we're going to go down to 4. Okay. So, what do we want to do here? We can reanimate Void Winnower, and then kill his Gideon. Or we can, I think what we actually want to do is just go to combat, kill his Gideon, reanimate another demon to wipe his board. And then that way, we want a demon. So if he can put down a 3-power creature, we lose the game here, but there's not much else we could have done there. And, okay, clue. So he can Veteran Motorist. Thraben hits us for 3, which is not the end of the world. Oh, forgot. Crews, vehicles can crew other vehicles. Yeah, so that's it. Okay. So let's take a look at the sideboard. We're definitely bringing in the natural states. I don't think we need Wildest Dreams. Flaying Tendrils would also be good. What do we want to take out? The Demon was really good that match. I think we just want to take out our Void Winnowers. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Just the Void Winnowers. So we'll ship it back like that. We have Natural State. Actually, Ceremonious Rejection is also good too. He does have Planeswalkers. Whoops, we want to keep that in. Removal is all fine. So, Noxious. Maybe we could take the Noxiouses out. He didn't really have any huge creatures for us to gain much life, so we'll try like that. And yes, we're going to play first. So we have Swamp. We have to mulligan this. More early game action. I guess we'll keep this on. We have turn 1 Crypt Breaker. And then if we draw a land, we get a Scry, so we won't be able to play turn 3 Oath of Jace, discarding Mind Rack and something else. So we'll see. Removal would be great. I mean, To the Slaughter is alright, but it's not the greatest. We're going to put that on the bottom. So Blooming Marsh. And pass the turn back. Spire Bluff. Okay. a swamp here, I think. And that helps with Delirium for if you cast Mindwrack Demon on turn 4. Okay, so Scrounger. We fought against Scrounger decks before. We don't have an island for that. Just pass turn. So we're taking 3. Unless he can... Just 3. Okay. So I think we're just gonna pass. And to the slaughter. Slaughter. Okay, we're gonna Oath of Jace here. We're definitely discarding Green Warden and Mindwrack. Play out Blooming Marsh, and next turn we can cast a Mindwrack. We only have 3 card types, so we'll turn over 4, so we should be okay. And unless he has an artifact, we're only going to get for 1. Okay, so we're only getting it for 1. So gonna always yield to that. So yeah, we're just gonna run out Mindwrack. And then if we draw a land next turn, we can reanimate something good. So we have Delirium now. What do we have? A Green Warden and a Mindwrack. So okay, it's got the Disintegration. So we run out another Mindwrack next turn or reanimate something. Now we're getting hit for 2 here or 3? It's 3. Oh no. Nope, so we're only getting hit for 1. Okay, he's got another one. Okay. So we're getting hit for 3 here. Aggro decks are kind of our folly with this. You know, without a push or something similar, it can be real tough. Real tough to fight against aggro decks. So natural state, we can, no, there's no point. So we're just gonna run out Mindwrack again. And hope that he doesn't have removal. And Flaying Tendrils, Crypt Breaker, nothing amazing in there. So I think we want to reanimate Green Warden and get back something else. So we cracked that on his main phase, which is probably a bit of a misplay because he could have done it on an end step. Okay, he can attack with Copter, but we can block it. Okay. He's gonna go through for 2, I assume he has. That's fine, we start pretty badly here. Grasp. Okay. So I think we want to run out Crypt Breaker and then hold up Natural State and Grasp of Darkness to kill his creatures. So that's what we're gonna do. So we can Natural State his Copter, kill his Scrounger, take 1 damage unless he's got something else. I don't really want to use Grasp on a 3-man Inspector. I want to discard anything. I don't think I do. rise from the grave. Okay. Guess we might have to. A land. We need a land. One time. A land or, well, a land. Scrounger, which we can kill. So I assume he's going to crew here and we're going to kill his copter. So we're taking, what, 5 next turn? Land one time. These cards would be great if I had one more land. Okay, well, that's it then. We don't have any land. Not trying land sucks, but what can you do?